Live again. Yes. Okay. Great. Great.
Woohoo.
Great. Awesome. I don't know what we were talking about before. A lot of stuff just happened.
I was talking about squash, but
You were, yes.
but it was actually what I was saying to you right when you didn't vanish. Is I was like, oh, do you want to hear about the dinner I'm having? Taya? Like, guess not. Fuck.
Yeah, I guess not. Oh, I have to fix your volume again. It did not
I'm like,
save.
all right.
There we go.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're fine. I have to fix OBS because I have to balance you in the audio of the game, but it didn't like save because the computer crashed, so I had to just adjust us. So I'm not always good about keeping the sound good. Where the fuck are we? I'm trying to be better about making sure my audio sounds okay.
So yeah, no, it's been a good time.
That's good. I'm glad.
It wasn't a rager, but we made it a rager, and by that I mean the bar just reached like almost full capacity.
Whoa.
It was this like bar that I've gone to a few concerts. It was the place I went to see Jiraiya twice. It's a good music bar. They have a good stage and everything.
We're doing. Oh, I have my headphones.
I was gonna say, are you using a different mic
second.
now? New mic situation. Quality change. You're fine.
Sorry, yeah, no, yeah, that was my laptop speakers trying to.
Gotta love when you switch over to just like laptop mic. Sorry, I'm just like I was trying to figure out where the hell we were in this case because it's been so long, and we're gonna have to take like, is it next week that I'm not here? Listen. I think it is. Next week I'm not here, but I'm also not here the week after.
No, it's fine. I mean, I literally had my job and so much work that I was also gone for a month, and I felt so bad being like, sorry.
It's okay because I didn't even stream. I literally, like, the past 2 weeks, I just went to bed.
No, I don't blame you.
Just went to sleep.
Last Friday, I went to it was like a Brat themed night at it. Well, Charlie XCX wasn't there, obviously.
What if she was?
I am seeing her in September. That's because no, not enough people watch this stream, we're fine. One of my girlfriend's best friends, her dad works at the arena that the concert's gonna be at.
Yeah.
It's fine. By the time you post this VOD, maybe the concert will have happened, and it will.
Yeah, based on my track record, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah. Anyway, one of her dad's friends, the concert's also the day before my birthday. But anyway, yeah, so we'll probably like stagger out of like the venue being like, fuck, I'm 23.
Sometimes that's how it is.
Yeah, I think that's how it'll hit me. But no, her dad's friend, Heather's friend's dad's friend, is the guy who does the wristbands for Pit.
Oh.
So he was like, listen, if you're like, you know, the kid of like my coworker and like friends, as long as you guys get like tickets, like I can't give you tickets, but if you just get like the normal nosebleed tickets, I will be able to get you the wristbands and sneak you into the pit.
Oh, fun.
And as you can imagine, considering how huge like Brat has been, pit tickets were not going to happen.
You tell me. I don't go on the internet. I go on Tumblr and
it's so big that Kamala Harris like branded her entire thing.
But see, that's the issue. That's truly the issue. That's the only. Well, no. The issue is that's the only place I know it from.
Oh no!
And I only know it because my mom brought it up at dinner.
Like, so you're so late to the party. Then that's good.
I heard my first song from it yesterday on Pandora, and I didn't even realize it was Charli XCX until I looked over, and I was like, oh, I wasn't paying attention to this.
It is a really good album. It's definitely meant to be club music, but
I just don't pay attention. I have like no commentary on it. I just don't pay attention.
I would recommend listening to it if you ever like just need to put something on. It's I really like it. Listen to the version with all the bonus tracks, because some of the bonus tracks are like some of my favorites compared to the album. But anyway. It is funny. I don't know if Kamala knows the lyrics. I don't know if she knows that when Charlie says she's bumping that, it is not, music, it is cocaine.
Who knows? Who
She's like, yeah,
knows?
they're all like, it's just funny seeing like governors and
That's
politicians.
the
Like,
thing.
yeah, we're all.
I
Like,
heard
we're
about it.
bumping that.
I heard about
And
it
I'm
from
like,
my mom. I still haven't seen any of it. I like when I
Oh,
say
it's
like I
in-
haven't seen any like my Tumblr. I haven't seen any videos, any memes.
That's crazy.
Any
because I feel like
anything.
I've been.
None.
I feel like since like the beginning of June, I've been seeing like people getting their hair shaved, dyed green to paint the brat shit
Nope,
on.
nothing.
Like everything, memes. To be fair, it's definitely probably more of a Twitter thing because I feel like Tumblr in general is more introverted and probably isn't like celebrating a brat summer. Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like I have a few people who I would expect to post about it who just haven't. I think maybe one person who posts like some music stuff.
There's like it's been going like all the songs have gone viral individually on like TikTok,
Which
and
is
shit.
hilarious. I haven't heard any of them. I mean, now I've heard Apple, but I don't know.
I was gonna ask.
I think it was Apple.
Apple is cute. It's a song about generational trauma, and fun fact: Charlie XCX is half Indian, so it's got layers to it.
Cool. I fully can admit I didn't hear about half of it or more because I wasn't paying attention.
I figured you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, I was just like,
well, I need you to listen to Subway Chaperone more. Like that's
okay,
important.
got it.
Like,
okay.
You need to stream that and cry about it with me tonight.
Oh, okay, got it. Noted.
Or tomorrow. Just like it's just like this is the first time I've like found a recording that's like high quality of like the whole song. Because in this case, it was a generous soul who was in the front, like one of the front rows at Lollapalooza. So as opposed to like a crunchy audio recording where like, you know, you can kind of get the feeling of the song. It's like actually so high quality that they were able to like put captions in for the lyrics because they could fully understand them.
Yep.
So even when it's like slightly muffled, you can like.
Yeah.
I was just like, this is the first time I've been able to hear the full song in like an audio quality that isn't like god awful, and I wasn't ready for it. I gotta be honest. So like, I need you to also not be ready for it and kind of have to take that.
Completely fair. Okay. Do you have any idea? Wait, so who is okay? I'm Apollo.
Okay.
You're Clav.
Trucy.
You're Trucy. I'm Vera. Who's the judge?
I'm still judge.
Okay, got it.
I think that is a constant. In our streams.
Great.
I am judge.
Great. We mix it up so often that I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know.
Also, did you see? You probably didn't, but the official, the Japanese Ace Attorney Twitter, posted a poll saying like, "Oh, we're gonna make one of these shirts."
Oh wait, yes, I did because Grace sent it, and I kind of just ignored it because I was busy.
Yeah, no, all three of the options were like normal-ish, and then one was just the Deadworth PNG on like a plain black T-shirt, and of course I was like, well that one has to win because that's the one I want. Like these other ones, like one is just like the blue, like different like badgers, and I'm like, all right, like that's fine. I'm like, what if I want the one where he's just dead and that's all the art that's on it?
That's fair. There's
not even a logo or anything. It's just like the just.
I don't actually like. I feel like we've talked about this. I don't actually like attire with logos on it most of the time.
Me neither.
Unless it's like a good logo. Like I'm like I don't need it to say Ace Attorney.
I forget if you've ever seen me in that shirt. Probably not. It's a bit tiny for me now. But one of my favorite shirts that like it breaks that rule is a Gravity Falls shirt I have. But the reason is because that's because it's formatted to I've seen people do this a lot because like it's such a basic merch idea that I've seen everyone do it is making a Gravity Falls Oregon shirt that like looks like an actual gift shop souvenir shirt. So,
yeah, that I can get. That I can buy.
Like so in that case, it works because you're actually making it look like a tacky gift shop shirt that like, you would. So I'm like, no, that's just real. Like
nothing.
If you're able to make it,
Well, nothing gets me more than when you walk into Hot Topic and they've just like put the like logo PNG and like a screenshot from Crunchyroll on a T-shirt and they're selling it to you for $30 and you're like, what is happening?
With Gravity Falls merch, it's always the same like PNG of like Stan with his arms up in the air. And I'm like, please.
It's and if it's art, you're like, this is definitely stolen, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you did hear. I feel like you would have seen this on Tumblr, but I don't know how many Gravity Falls mutuals you have. I do have a copy of the Book of Bill.
How's it going?
I am 14 again in Gravity Falls posting. Like there's no tomorrow.
I talked about it with Ninji the other day a little bit because I was like, hey, so I don't actually have like a lot of people posting about it, but when they are, it's hard to understand. What's the deal with The Great Gatsby? Because I'm having a Gatsby moment.
It has pages of the Great.
Yeah, Ninji had to explain it to me because I was like, "What? Why is this coming up?"
So I think I mentioned to you that this book is not for kids.
Yes, you did. You did.
It is like, and after reading it, yeah, no, it's not for kids. So because of that, it's even more extensive in like the codes. I mean, maybe Journal 3 has more codes, but it is like, so yeah, no, Alex Hirsch did say, fuck you. If you want to fully decode this book, you do have to read these 3 pages of The Great Gatsby.
What 3? That's such a terrible. What's happening in them?
I know we're delaying the stream. Do you want me to grab my copy and tell you?
A little bit. I'm like, what pages did he use?
Also, I will say, in a way that I know is going to cause drama, so I'm pretending none of it exists. It does, more than the Fit author shit, so that's how you know it's intentional. It did make Bill and Ford's abusive relationship extremely fruity, to the point where on the website for the book, if you type in divorce, it's a picture of Bill looking really like pissed off at a bar with a mug of beer. Well, it's complicated because this is my mini pedestal rant, and then I'll grab my copy. It's like creating a divide between people who are like, oh, it's abusive, if you ship it, go to hell, and people who are like, oh my god, I love it, my yaoi. And I'm like, what if you're just like a person who's just like, it was toxic and bad, but also a part of each of their characters? Like, what if I want to draw like symbolic fan art of like their muse servant relationship without it being viewed as like freak shit? Like, what if I just want to explore it in a non-shipping way? And I feel like it's hard to explain that on the internet because everyone assumes it's through a shipping lens, and it's like, what if I agreed that they were gay in a very strange and unhealthy way, and I don't in any way like support it, and I just want to like expand upon it in my beautiful mind. Anyway, I'm gonna get my copy.
Cool. I'm gonna talk for a second. I'll just talk on my own. So,
yeah. Okay.
I'm sure other people know, but you know, VODs are weird. So I saw A Great Gatsby musical the other weekend in Boston, and then in 2 weeks I'm seeing a different Gatsby musical in New York City, and so I've been thinking about it a lot, and I just bought the book again the other weekend because I don't have one. I just borrowed it from the school twice because I read it twice. So I have thoughts, I have opinions on Gatsby and American Myth, and I'm sure I'll have opinions on The Great Gatsby Broadway with Jeremy Jordan. I'm sure I'll have opinions. The whole reason I'm going is to have opinions. Like,
alright,
it'd be really funny if it's the apartment.
So it's, it is, also it just is a really funny fucking paragraph where he just, gets mad at you for reading, like, about his weaknesses and says, I'm canceling the book. That's right, you drove me to this. From this point on, you're reading The Great Gatsby instead. Gatsby sucker.
Me. Well, because I was supposed to write and upload a chapter of Red Tape, and instead I thought about The Great Gatsby for like a week. So
yeah, so you are Bill.
Apparently. What chapter is it?
It is chapter 2.
So it is the apartment party.
About halfway between West Egg and New York, the motor road hastily joins the railroad.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Gutenberg. I'm pretty sure that's the apartment party.
Hello, Wilson, old man, said Tom, slapping him jovially on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's the apartment party. This is the one that ends with, let me just double check to make sure this is the right part. Yep, this is the one that ends with Nick, after he had sex with the man.
It doesn't go that far. It doesn't...
No, but that's the chapter. That's the chapter. That is the chapter. I mean, to be clear, that's not, for people who are confused, it's not explicit and on page. Like, it says, for people who are curious, it's at the very end of chapter 2. Nick gets into an elevator with someone named Mr. McKee, and Mr. McKee is like, come to lunch someday. And Nick goes, where? Anywhere. Keep your hands off the lever, snap the elevator boy. I have it open, don't worry about it. I beg your pardon, said Mr. McKee with dignity. I didn't know I was touching it. Alright, I agreed. I'll be glad to. Go to lunch. And then there's an ellipses. ... Fitzgerald doesn't use ellipses anywhere else in this book. It's so strange. ... I was standing beside his bed, and he was sitting up between the sheets, clad in his underwear with a great portfolio in his hands. Beauty and the Beast, Loneliness, Old Grocery Horse, Brook and Bridge. Then I was lying half asleep in a cold lower level of the Pennsylvania station, staring at the Morning Tribune and waiting for the 4 o'clock train. It's such a strange section, but it is the chapter that is generally agreed upon to be Nick sleeping with another man.
Sorry, I was also looking through the book. I do think it was really funny that after Ford loses Bill and the portal falls apart, he to like the breakup metaphor in this book is crazy. He wakes up with Bill having having possessed him or like left a post-it note on his head that just says, "Can we talk?"
Can we talk? No.
Yeah, no, here's the no, they didn't communicate through post-it notes. It is, "Can we talk? No. Pretty please? I'd rather die. Oh, don't be so dramatic. I'm an author. We're all dramatic."
Oh, nice. Also, hi, JJ. Sorry, we haven't started
Hello.
yet. We were busy talking.
Talking about the Book of Bill, which does, believe it or not, overlap with The Great Gatsby.
Yeah,
so,
perfect for me, personally.
Yeah, it's good. It's all very good.
Very interesting that it's the apartment party. That's an interesting choice. Did we want to play A4?
What if I just want to talk about the Book of Bill?
Ooh, Crooked Kingdom. I hope you're enjoying it.
But no, when I see you next, whenever that is, I am happy to let you flip through it. It's definitely like a book you can get through in one sitting if you're not like reading or decoding everything.
Yeah. I understand you.
It's very good. It also brought a very... Sorry, I'll be done in a sec. Even though there's no more Fit-Off there, actually no, there is, because there is like more. There's like a picture of young Fiddleford and Ford in college, which like did like help my like. It just helped me. Well, I'm already sated is the thing. Alex Hirsch could never mention them again, but since he literally mentioned the censored line and like said like, "Oh yeah, no, Disney kind of accidentally made them gay," I agree. I'm like, all right, I win. Like that's all I needed. Like I don't need more. But anyway. There's a page that's all the characters' nightmares, and Pacifica's is nightmares about trying to wash blood off of her hands that never comes out.
Well,
yeah.
Girl, you good?
And then Dipper's is really like confusing. Well, not confusing, concerning. Here is the paragraph, which, again, we don't know shit about their parents. It's like Phoenix's parents. Like the twins had them. They have them.
It's not important. It's not important.
The paragraph of Dipper's nightmares is reoccurring nightmares about overhearing a fight between his parents he wasn't supposed to hear. Why do you think they were in such a rush to get the kids out the door for the summer?
Well,
that's bad.
That's not great. That's not great.
It's not truly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
He also Bill also got Ford a tramp stamp that while possessing him that says "flirty gal."
Wow.
So I think that's fun.
That is fun.
I think I think that he shouldn't have removed it personally. Like, what if you wanted what? You're not a flirty gal?
I guess
you're
not.
Gonna try it out?
I guess not.
That's fucked up.
I
have been big for him.
I have to reread Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom because it's been so long. But I really like heists, so I want to reread it because I love a heist. I love a heist.
You should send me. I don't know what I was gonna say. Like, send me the book through your brain.
Yeah, that'll work. I just love heists. My dad made us watch a bunch of like heist movies at one point, and I was like, oh, I like the ocean movies, the Italian Job, I think, and
yeah, I need to get
a few others.
Whenever
I think.
see a heist thing, I love it. So I need to get more into heists.
I like heists. I love spies. They're really plot heavy though, and I'm not the best at writing plot, so that's hard. But because Now You See Me technically ends up being heists, just weirdly specific heist. They're just so fun. They're fun.
Yeah. I'm just happy that you could relate to Bill when he said, "You know what? No more book. You're reading The Great Gatsby with me now."
That's how it is, and I'm not kidding. We should try to. We're still on day one of this trial. We're gonna have been playing this game for well over a year.
To be fair, what if I missed you and wanted to yap just for that little
That's
bit?
completely fair. Hold on. When did I upload the VOD for the first one? I can check. It's already been over a year. We started this in April of last year. We did pause for Ghost Trick, but we didn't play Ghost Trick for that long. It's fine. Anyway, let's do it. I have to cancel this upload. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, no, Heather went on a walk, and it's like an hour walk to the Kroger, and she was just like, yeah, I just decided to walk all the way there, just for fun. Like, okay.
Cool. Long walk.
I would also do it. An hour walk in, like, cool evening would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the vision. We've also just been cooped up all day because she started a coding boot camp.
Yeah.
So we need to be outside more.
Okay.
All right. Yep. Very mission. You've been paying attention to the trial so far?
No. No, we have not been paying attention to the trial. What the fuck has happened?
Let's just ask her and be done with it, shall we? Who are you?
I know what he's asking, but like, weird way to ask in court.
Through mission. Yeah, no, it is. She's so cute.
She is.
I need to draw her. I don't think I've ever drawn her before, besides like maybe a sketch.
Yeah, I've drawn her once.
Was that an expression of emotion I saw on her face?
You know what? You would do a good Vera cosplay.
Oh, thank you. I think it would be easy
this.
because I would simply not do anything with my hair. Maybe cut my bangs shorter for a week.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
She's staring holes into Prosecutor Gavin's face.
I'm used to being stared at by Fraulein. Believe me. So they usually talk to me, too. Tell us, are you the one who forged those works of art?
Yes.
Love when she communicates like that. Like, me too. I get it. He's sending emojis. Like,
yeah.
She's literally just emoting.
She's in the group chat. She is purely using emojis. You have to figure it out for yourself.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. You text her like, "Hey, are we still on for dinner?" And she just sounds like a smiling face, and you're like, "Okay."
Does not function as a response to that question.
Like, all right, can we have?
Can I get a thumb? Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Just the faces. Okay. So the forger drew mission was you.
Yes, it was me.
Hey,
What?
video game. The video game was like, you're taking too long. I'm gonna continue.
The court was in an uproar, and it wasn't coming down. We had to break for a 10-minute recess.
They take to be continued. Why didn't we finish this last time?
I'm wrong. It's an hour walk total. The Kroger's a half hour.
Oh,
that makes much more sense.
Yeah, that seems better.
To be fair, she was just being sweet because she was like, yeah, because she at first just said, oh, I might just walk around the block, I might walk more. So she had just texted me just now to be like, just so you don't like think I vanished, I am deciding to like extend the walk.
October 8th, 1:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 6.
Nate, come back.
Nate's at dinner.
Sad. All right.
Yeah.
And we're outside of court, so I can just be Trucy.
Okay, I was like, do we swap back over during recesses? I can't remember.
It's fine. No, we're going right back in.
Great.
It's fine. Okay. So where exactly does this leave us, Apollo? Ooh. Sorry, I just noticed that I can't get as high in a good way because my voice is coming in. So I'm like,
hell yeah.
Oh my god, I like can't voice her the same. That's like good. That's
oh
good
no, Trucy's got to do a different voice now.
Trucy is also on testosterone. I'm sorry.
Good for Trucy.
I didn't mean to do that to her. I am sad. Oh, I promise this is quick. I am sad. I don't have full facial hair yet, just a few darker strands of mustache hair. But I was getting excessive peach fuzz on like the sides of my face that I was really excited for because I could tell like that was the first stage. I went to Great Clips and she thought I was a girl and started shaving it all off.
Oh.
And I had to be like, wait, actually, before we do more, I need that. I want that.
Oh,
like,
man.
I actually, so I had to be like, had to quietly be like, oh, and she's like, you want the peach fuzz? And I was like, I'm positioning.
Oh god.
It's Columbus though.
Yeah.
We're like one of the gayest cities
No,
in
it's
the
just
Midwest,
it's
so
just like awkward.
was
I would have
like,
asked
"Oh, okay."
first.
Yeah, she was like, oh, okay, and I was like, yeah, glad we could get that.
Oh
And
man.
I mean, to be fair, the peach crystal was probably gonna like fall out or get replaced anyway, so it's like I don't think it set me back. I was just like, oh, my one thing that I was holding on to. No, it's fine. It's fine. My face has changed so much that I'm getting sirred more in public, which is very nice. So it's still a net positive. I was just like, girl, where are we going?
Yeah, I getcha.
I had texted a friend. She was like, yeah, you just got a haircut, right? And I was like, yeah, no, I don't know. I think she just kind of went on a side quest, like down the side of my face.
Side quest.
It's like, okay,
don't go there.
Yeah, like, hey, girl, that's not where the hair is. I mean, like, yeah, but like not what you're supposed to be getting. Wrong ones.
Wrong one for sure.
Go back. Thank you, JJ. I am very excited. It definitely is nice looking at old selfies and being like, oh, I just have a different face shape now. That's cool. Voice is getting there, but until like the 1 year mark, I'm not gonna really compare but you know. Anyway, that's you. Sorry.
No worries.
Well, the Drew Misham who was killed wasn't Drew Misham the forger, basically.
Huh? Well, then who was he?
I don't know, some guy. Well, he was actually... Hey girl, doing her nails? So you really made those forgeries?
She's just beaming the PNG at the end of her brain. She's airdropping it.
Help. I was like, how did you do that?
He's like, I don't even have airdrop on my phone.
Yes, for father. I know it was wrong.
When I first like played this game, I did not read that as like a crying face. I was like, is this like a tree on like a landscape?
It doesn't.
Was, like,
no, I also didn't. I was like, I don't, girl, what is this?
I think it took me a sprite or two to be like,
yeah,
oh,
it doesn't.
okay.
It didn't instantly translate for me.
I think it's the fact that they just combine the eye with the teardrop.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it.
It's just like I don't what happened. What I didn't read it. Couldn't.
Could you tell us how it happened?
My father was a painter. I loved painting ever since I was a child. One day, father saw it in me. He saw that I had the talent.
The talent for making forgeries?
How should I say it? It was not only paintings I made. Given the materials, I could make anything. Anything? Father was so proud and I so happy. But in the end, I was making those forgeries. I've never had a good constitution nor personality.
A good personality. We gotta get this girl so much therapy.
No.
I know very little of the world outside my door. Now, because of me, father is...
Do you know about this red envelope?
I remember that envelope. It was some time ago. So, you were already you were already creating your works back then? I started when I was only 12 years old. So the one who figured out the stamp was poisoned? That was...
Mr. Justice, it's time! To the courtroom, please!
Right, out of time.
JJ, that's really good! That's really good! Fuck!
That is good. Oh wait, you told me about this. Yes, I have read this sample. I was like, this sounds familiar.
I have not read fic besides, and you already probably knew what the answer to this is gonna be. I have not read fic besides, Alright, what do you think I'm gonna say?
I actually am not entirely sure because I feel like it could be a few things.
Well, if you were gonna say either Every Hand's a Winner or My Nursey Dextrose.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got two different options. Yeah.
I need to read more AA fic. I need to catch up. Maybe I'll start with JJ. Maybe I'll start with I've been reading. I try to read your stuff when you post it, Taya.
Thank
just
you.
because it shows up on my timeline usually, and it's like, wow.
I have to post for the wedding zine still. I've been thinking about it, and I'm just like, I gotta like do things though to get to
fic
that
was
point.
Really good too.
Aw, thank
that fic
you.
Was really good too. I have more I could say, but you already know.
Yeah.
You already know.
Whoa, are you okay? Yeah. What'd you drop?
What happened?
Okay, Maya just like cried out. She just dropped her phone.
Oh.
Are you okay?
My eyes hurt. My lip hurts. And then I just have to go to bed.
Okay, good night.
Good night. And of course, JJ, I know I've read some of your fics like way back when. It just has been a hot second, but I need to revisit. I just don't remember what I've read because again,
That's
like,
real.
my period.
I can't
it's just
remember
that my period of
shit.
reading my last like big chunk of reading a fic was a while ago, because I got so busy, so busy, and
My
then I only
thing-
had time
yeah.
recently. And then recently, my downtime outside of like video games to cool off or drawing like personal art outside of my job, since I mean illustration job, yay! But as you can imagine, like so far it's just been Book of Build time. Like it's just been Gravity Falls in my brain. So like I don't. I gotta make time.
Wait, Vera, just one more thing, please. There's 3 paintings in the studio.
What the fuck was up with that?
I painted those as part of my work.
Why were we on them?
Right. See, we checked them out and we saw what was underneath. We saw the rough sketches underneath the 3 finished paintings.
Oh
The
my
one of Fire
god!
goes so hard.
Thank you so much
Oh my god,
for the
hello!
bits. That's so sweet.
You could buy
Welcome.
a whole. What can you buy?
I don't know.
A Hershey's kit.
Yeah. Perfect. This is still like the funniest sketch to me for some reason, because like
I need to like make this into a drawing just for fun.
put this one on a shirt. Just
I would-
this,
no,
no
wait.
explanation.
Okay, but
this one on a
If
shirt.
it was like, no, but like.
You would wear
Denji
it.
Ito-esque swirls and shit, like it would actually go hard, and people would be like, "Oh, is that like an album cover?" And you're like, "No, it's an Ace Attorney character having the worst day of his life."
No, it's have your Gavin on fire.
Because like, you see what I mean? Like, it could
No,
be,
it,
like,
it I think it would genuinely look cool on a shirt. I just think they're so
it would
funny
just look
about
like
it.
A band shirt. It would
Yeah.
just look like a band shirt or like something you got at like a grunge show, and you have to be like, "Oh no, I actually don't go to punk shows. I'm actually not cool. This is Ace Attorney."
I understand that you feel that, because I feel like sometimes I log onto Twitch and it gives me information and I'm like, I don't know what this means or how we got here. I actually forgot about these sketches because it's been so long. Oops.
I see. Mr. Justice?
Yes.
Father, he knew of you.
Hilarious way to word that.
Of both of you.
You're late, father?
He was watching, gathering information.
Listen, I'm a very paranoid person. Not the most paranoid person, but I get pretty paranoid sometimes. If someone said this to me, it would be so bad. Just like putting it out
Can you imagine, like, I know that, like, to be fair, Apollo and Trucy themselves were on those canvases. Can you imagine, like, I know Phoenix would act chill about it, but can you imagine walking into a studio and, like, under a painting, there's just, like, a sketch of you?
I would be super freaked out. I'd be
That
like,
would-
I have to leave, like, I have to flee the country. I have to change my name.
Like,
I have to go into witness
Oh, yeah, there is-
protection.
You will like the new Chapel Road song, because there is a line where she goes, "Fuck this city, I'm moving to Saskatchewan."
Me every day.
So I think you'll like it. It's good.
Great.
All about the Right and Co law offices?
Ma'am, that is a porcupine. Like that, JJ?
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. Can't wait till my voice gets deeper and I can really go full Southern.
Hell
It'll be
yeah.
crazy. That's when we have to play the Southern Yuri visual novel I randomly have in
Yes!
an Itch.io bundle.
Yes.
Because I think I sent you about it. Like, oh, it's just like
Yes.
girls in
Yes.
Texas.
Yes.
We gotta do the lesbian. We gotta do it then.
Yes.
We gotta. That'll be a good one-off stream, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But lately, we're not doing just law.
Yes, you do tricks, gags to amuse, and play piano, kind of. Ish.
In a way.
Well, they're not really gags.
Are they bits? Like, are they goofs? What are they then? They're not gags. What are you doing?
Bits. They're bits.
Yet, when Father heard you had resumed the legal business, how pleased he was.
Who was Mr. Misham?
Sorry, but I just passed.
You're good.
I just said you passed. I don't know if that picks up on the mic, and I hope it doesn't.
What?
She's just making shrieking noises. Oh my god! That was so loud! That was horrible. It probably didn't pick up because it peaked the mic. Oh, it does pick up. Great. Go away!
That was terrifying.
You did it with your throat!
I didn't think I could do that.
Well, new talents. New
Skill
talents.
unlocked.
Yeah, new skill. Oh god. Don't worry
That
about
was
it.
beautiful.
Don't worry about it. It did sound like a velociraptor, you're right. How am I supposed to know?
What if he was Daddy's daddy?
Judging from the relative ages involved, I'd say it's highly unlikely. Things are already confusing enough with all these daddies running around.
So true, Apollo.
We know that the victim's daughter, Vera, was the forger. What does this mean for the case? Guess we're about to find out.
October 8th, 1:36 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Court is now back in session.
Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Surely that won't be concerning later on.
This will have no consequences.
Yeah, this is, see,
Perhaps you could begin by telling us how it's all worked.
I guess maybe the theme of A4 is don't chew your fingernails?
How did you set up this Drew Mission Forger persona?
She's like, well, I was 12, so...
There's that stare again. She's drilling more holes into his head.
You're not supposed to do that. Don't drill a hole in your head.
Yeah, I don't think that's good for you. I think that's called a lobotomy.
I was
I know it's
specifically
not.
thinking of trick.
Yeah, no, I know the actual word.
Yeah,
'Cause I
but
know
now
there's
it's
people who
gonna-
have actually. Because I know there's actually people who have done it. There's actually a book. Fun fact, about, like,
Trepanation.
Yes. I know there's a book by a lady who like did it and like her adventures with it. I'm like, that's
Huh.
great for you. I hope it helped. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna read that. I'm
Every
not gonna
single
read it,
Sawbones
but
episode ends with "Don't drill a hole in your head," so I
Oh,
think
yeah,
that
no, I
maybe
don't
you
know.
shouldn't do that. I don't know
happy
anything.
she-
Yeah, good for
I mean,
her,
I'm
but
happy I'm happy she stayed coherent enough afterwards to write the book.
yeah. Oh, I think I found
know
the
it's-
book. Anyway, we should move on.
Oh, you found the book?
I found Vice articles about a woman who I drilled my there's multiple interviews with women drilling holes in their
Yeah,
head.
no, people fucking do that. I mean, to be fair, not, and the reason I like don't want to make too much fun is because I'm sure in some cases it might be a thing of like a manic episode or like
Oh, yeah.
a mental
Or
like,
there's
like,
there
legitimate-
might be still specific reasons to do it medically, but I think that the way it used to be used is not
yeah, to get out the demons.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't, and definitely not something you should just like do one day, just cause.
Just cause.
I love this fucking bit. Why did this conversation happen?
I know it's hard for you, but hey, he's a handsome guy.
What's hard?
Okay.
It's funny to me. It's funny to me.
Okay, Apollo.
Why did he say this? Very well, miss, if you would. Did you really make those detestable forgeries? I think they look pretty good. I
Forgery
like
is like such a funny crime.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps you'd rather answer my question? For he was the one who painted that painting. It's a remarkably similar one. Can you send that to me, JJ? I know I've seen it. I think I know which one you're talking about, but I need to say I need to start collecting some of my like all-time favorite like Ace Attorney things. I have one of my favorites, and you know which one that is. The Emma comic.
Yes, I do.
But I need that one. I need that one. Yeah, no, take your time. If you don't find it, like you can just DM it to me on Discord, like whatever.
Yes. I painted it, yes.
It looked just like that.
Yeah, it was just like, that's how good it was. Father praised me quite highly for it.
That's the face he made when he saw it. He said, "Yay!" So she was the one who made the forgery. Yet she did not wish to reveal the truth of their operation. So the victim was a stand-in, decoy. To the world at large, he was the forger, not her.
I've done a bad thing. I have, haven't I?
I don't really give a shit. Me personally, Ronnie, inserting myself into this courtroom. I'm in the jury. Like looking at everyone else and just shrugging.
I forgot about that. How did I forget about that? I was like, oh right, we got people here.
I'm in the jury, just like, whatever. Regardless, we need a little more information. About, for instance, this. You've seen this before, yeah?
Yes, it was in the desk drawer.
Very well, you may proceed with your testimony. Tell us everything you know about this envelope.
She's like, well, it's red. It's old.
Smells like paper.
I created things and Father sold them. This envelope came after my first work that was other than a painting. Father handled the deal, all of it, because I was like a child. You know, I received the stamp that was in that envelope.
She drew the fucking edges on that stamp fast.
I know.
It was after
Like,
that job
damn.
that we moved to the current studio.
Me too, Judge. I can't remember what we're doing right now.
Certainly was much of great interest in your testimony. Not that the witness realizes it. Very well, please begin the cross-examination.
Right, okay. I need more information about this forger. This Drew Misham.
Great. I don't remember what our current goal is, so that's helpful. Let me check what we have since I don't remember. Okay. Great.
By other than a painting, you mean you'd only done paintings up to that point? Yes, but Father had a realization. He noticed my talent extended to making things other than paintings. For instance? For instance, a letter someone had written, or a fingerprint left upon a cup.
Crazy things to do at... How old was she?
13? Maybe?
12?
She was, yeah, we're talking
12.
tween, young teen.
Yeah. Imagine going to your 12-year-old and being like, yo, want to forge a fingerprint for me?
Don't worry about it.
Like, let the girl read Warrior Cats. Calm down.
That's what I'm saying. And she would love that shit.
Love the idea of her being a Warrior Cats girl.
I think she and Pearl
I think that
would.
she's one of those people making one of those, like, really wild, Warrior Cat animations where they do, like, full episodes and you're like, holy shit. Have you seen these? There's some really wild, Warrior Cat videos out there. They're, like, really good. The Warrior Cat fandom is, like, crazy talented.
Or a signature on a document, a seal upon a letter. None of this makes her sound very innocent at all.
Well, is this a trial for a forger or is it a murder trial? Make up your mind. Those are two different trials.
Alright. And is it 10,000, 100,000?
Way off. Wow.
I saw the canon fit author entry on the website and like short circuited. Someone posted it and I was like, not right now. And see, $100,000 promising this letter has start. The beginning of a new industry for the remission. A new industry? The creation of items to be used in criminal proceedings. Forging evidence, in other words.
I feel like, well, the thing is, Ace Attorney, like, always mixes up cases, but I feel like there's definitely things that Apollo could also be saying to stop some lines of questioning here. But it's Ace Attorney, so it doesn't matter.
Uh-oh.
Okay, father handled the deal, all of it. I think we should probably press that. I don't know, we're going back to the tried and true, just press everything and figure it out later method.
So you didn't know how things you were making were being used? I enjoy painting very much.
Here's my thing. I like her sprites the same way I feel about pretty much every Ace Attorney character who has a slightly longer action sprite before they speak. It ends up driving me nuts because I'm like, I know. I forget who has, like, the really long one. It might be, like, the DLC.
There's a few.
Yeah, especially I think it's a Turnabout Storyteller.
The one that I think can be allowed is Gant, because that shit's just scary and it's kind of funny also.
Yeah, it's just when sometimes they get really long.
I think that what they should do is have the first few times you see it, or even just the first time you see it, be long, but then there should be a condensed or clipped version for like.
Or you should at least be able to. The text pops up faster and you can skip it or something. Because like this one isn't even that long, but since she does it before like every line, it's like, okay, you're gonna draw one of like 3 things.
Draw a 4th thing maybe. What about that? Actually, no, she's so me, drawing the same 3 guys.
True.
Yeah, she's kind of actually like, yeah, I get it. I think I understand. So Fraulein has lived in an unusual little world.
Can you tell us what happened to the papers that were in this envelope? Father signed them and sent them back, I believe. Did he follow the instructions? Send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp.
This is a rather important matter. Give your answer some thought.
Dun, 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 dun.
What do you mean you received it? Did I do something wrong? You didn't use that stamp because it was dangerous, correct?
Frozen 3 and possibly Frozen 4 just got announced.
What? Considering how bad the production was for Frozen 2, I have very little hope that this will not be a
I'm
night.
just confused because Frozen 2 feels like so much of a, that's it, done. You know?
Didn't you see the thing that they said about Pixar about how they're gonna just
Yeah, I
be doing
did.
sequels in
But to be
live
fair, that's not
well, I guess they're combined now, but technically Frozen is not part of Pixar. But, like, no, I understand.
Oh, well, I saw... okay, yeah, no, it's at D23.
Yeah. It's, I guess it's just
like,
Frozen had made so much money, which is why, but I don't want it.
I'm
And I know
so
that, like,
sad.
that doesn't matter, but, like...
Like you said, I know that they're, like, not, like, technically the same, but seeing that statement of, like, oh, this is what sells, so we're just gonna keep pumping out live-action reboots and sequels forever, indefinitely.
I went
just made me,
through...
It made me so sad.
I went through it, through the Wikipedia for the live actions, I think on call with maybe JJ and Nikki? I don't remember who was there just a few weeks ago. And in, I believe, maybe it was either 2019 or like 2021. I think it might have been 2021. They released like 5 or 6 live actions in a year. Like,
it was bad. It wasn't
because
good.
like it was like 1 a year up to that point. Maybe 1 year had 2, and then they released like 5 or 6 in a year, and I was like, that's why we all suddenly were like, what the fuck? Because I had personally been over it since Beauty and the Beast. I was no longer interested, but there was definitely like a tonal shift where people were like, I don't want these. And it was 100% because they dropped, like, between March and November, it was like 5 or 6, maybe 7 movies.
I didn't like a single one of them, really.
And they were generally not well received. Well, no, here's the thing.
The Frozen
Critically,
3 logo looks like shit.
I didn't see
the
it.
Frozen
Hold on.
3 Here, I'm sending it to you.
Please do.
I'm on Discord. The gradient, it's more continuity too. Because the first 2 have the ice texture. Is this literally just a basic smooth gradient with no texture or anything applied?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
This looks kind of like shit, right?
No, I agree with you. I'm just like, it's so like disheartening, I guess. Like, a lot of things are being, it's kind of like almost what happened was like so much stuff has been being made and I feel like everything's getting made faster and faster, but I feel like especially after like everything slowed down so much for the pandemic, everything has gotten more and more since, and I'm like, we need to pull back. Everyone calm down. Take a break, take a breather, make some new movies. Like, I know Wish didn't do awesome. The issue was not, oh, it's not a franchise. The issue was that movie just wasn't very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want them to think, like, well, we just have to keep making Frozen movies. Like, no. Because I actually think we're going to end up in a point where we're going to get to basically the same spot we were in, like, the, like, late 90s, early aughts, where they made, like, a ton of straight-to-DVD or VHS sequels. And, like, most of them are pretty terrible. And I feel like we're just going to do that, but with streaming. I feel like that's where we're going to end up. And, like, that's not fun. And I say that as someone who doesn't mind some of the Disney sequels that were straight to VHS. Yeah. But, I don't know. Sorry. Did you
also see Did you see what happened with the Cartoon Network shit, too?
A little bit. It's just distressing.
The merger, like, made it, at first some people were like, oh, stop, like, getting worried, it's just, like, a merger, Cartoon Network's not going anywhere. Cartoon Network, the website has just been, as of, I think today or yesterday, completely erased, and it just redirects to, like, Max shit now.
Yeah.
So, Cartoon Network, they're like, Cartoon Network's not dead. I'm like, I don't care if all the shows are, like, yes, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Like, I know the shows are still, like,
I feel like this has happened with other forms of media too in a different way. I feel like the publishing industry currently not only is also producing things a lot faster, and like this isn't anything against the authors, but like publishing itself is pushing for more like trope-based, easily digestible stuff that will get really popular for like 10 minutes on TikTok. But also on top of that is like a lot of retellings, a lot of remixes. And I don't necessarily have anything against that. That's part of like storytelling. But like that, it's like, that's the way a lot of people are like, well, you know, I got an email that was like, here's just like a ton of Sherlock retellings. And I was like, I like Sherlock Holmes. This is a lot, you know?
So it's just like
Yeah.
it's not awesome to see media like creative things being like it's a capitalism thing. It's just capitalism. That's all that's happening. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all that's
Yeah.
going on, and it's just like I don't love it. I don't love it. It has me distressed. Anyway, everyone come read my Frozen AU that doesn't exist because it's better. It's so good. No one knows about it, but it's so good. Anyway, Ace Attorney, which surely isn't falling into a make more for money trap. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure whatever they do for AA7 will be fine and not a falling into money trap.
Deadly poison on the back? Atroquinine?
A moment, our forehead. You can't force an answer upon the witness.
You should have objected earlier.
Yeah.
You should have been like, leading.
Now then, perhaps you would tell me, Fräulein Vera? Why did you receive the stamp? Is something wrong?
It was beautiful.
Oh, you mean it was one of those commemorative stamps?
Yes, I think it was.
So, you didn't know about the poison?
Oh my god, new face.
I guess not.
So the trap failed by chance. My mistake. Thanks to this commemorative stamp. Quite the close call.
I wanna... Oh. Well. Okay.
So, these things you were making, you mean paintings identical to other paintings, right?
The closer they were, the happier Father was. I was happy too.
Still, you're quite young now. When did you begin this work?
My first painting sold when I was 12.
Your Honor, she had no idea what she was doing was illegal.
Easy there, little attorney. You're not here to defend her for the crime of forgery. True. Please, tell us more about this envelope. This envelope that may very well have killed your father.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Doodle doodle. I can't remember what we're supposed to be doing here, I'm sorry.
You mean you moved to where the current Drew studio is?
Yes, we saw very few people there. I began drawing picture books.
Oh, thank you. Hydration.
I should also as well. This single job had tied them to the criminal underworld. I think Mr. Mission wished to reduce their visibility in the world at large.
When we had to meet someone for some reason, Father posed as the creator of the work.
So that was the real essence of the artist Drew Misham. You did the work and he supplied the face.
Weird way to word that, but yeah.
So you really didn't know anything, did you? You had no idea how much danger you were in. I'm never gonna think that's a crying face when I see it for a second. Like, girl, that's broccoli. Apparently not.
About this commemorative stamp.
If you even care, Heather just got me Sour Patch Kids.
Ooh, nice. I need to find candy after this, frankly.
What?
Could you tell us more about it?
It was very pretty, and more than that,
Yes?
it was a picture of people I liked at the time.
Is this something new?
We love information. Apparently, we've got some cross-examination yet ahead of us. If you would be so kind as to continue your testimony, Fraulein. She said no.
LOL.
I don't wanna.
The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. I almost said musicians, and that's very different and confusing in this game.
Magicians? Surely they won't be the ones I'm thinking of.
The only ones we know of.
I love mysterious things. I always have.
Even though she fainted when she saw Mr. Hat.
You're confusing mysterious with freaky.
Freaky!
Rude. Don't be fucking rude. Mr. Hat is paying for your lunch.
Saying freaky was crazy.
Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much.
See? See? Isn't magic great?
Fine, great, yeah, sure. No need to get all excited.
But the magic troupe we saw disbanded soon after. Surely it won't be the only one you know.
Womp womp.
I was quite sad, as you can see by this
Did you look like that?
definitely sad
Did you
face.
look like that, girl?
I guess.
Did she just say what I think she said? Magic troupe? Nowhere have I heard. Nowhere. Now, where have I heard that before? The red envelope came after she'd completed her first job. That makes it a letter from her client, whoever wanted a forgery made.
Apollo?
We're close. We just have to piece together the parts. A deadly weapon in a red envelope. And the path it took to take Drew Misham's life.
What do we have?
Lots of pink and red things.
I know. I'm like, I don't know what we're supposed to be presenting right now. I'm like, do I present... I actually don't remember this little section. So I'm like, am I presenting the stamp? Am I trying to get her to talk about the troupe by presenting the ticket?
I wish I could fucking remember shit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yikes. Okay. Fuck. Should we try to present... That was it. Okay, great.
Those magicians you like. Was it this bunch, even though this literally only has one guy on it?
She's like, actually, I hated that one. I didn't like the yellow one.
Apollo, they're not a bunch.
Nope.
Oh, why include a commemorative stamp like that in a business letter?
Good question.
Well, pretty stamps are always better, and you can't beat true gramarye.
But the whole murder plan was a failure because of it. Ironic, don't you think, Prosecutor Gavin? Prosecutor Gavin?
You don't look so good, bestie.
Gramarye.
What's with Gavin?
Might I ask just one question of this witness? Your testimony just now, you stated...
Some of his sweat makes it look like he's crying. Because it comes from, like, two, like, in the center of his face.
Yeah, like... Aw, leave it down. This was your first work that was other than a painting. Please tell me. What exactly did you make?
Long arm.
No, answer the question, now. Prosecutor Gavin?
What the fuck, Mr. Gavin?
You're usually not the one whose volume concerns me. Yes, it is unbecoming of me. I apologize. But I must know. Please, Miss Mesham, tell me.
It was a book. A single page in a book.
Well, then it wasn't a book, girly.
A book? Please be more specific.
It was a handwritten book. Like a diary.
He's in the void. He turned off the lights. Okay, video game. You don't get to sit on that one. He said, no, I don't.
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks like he just saw a ghost. Oh, Rosie is here.
Rosie!
She's sad no one's giving her attention.
Aww.
Heather's on a Discord call and hanging out. And I'm obviously here.
Yeah.
I played with her so much today, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's never enough, I guess. Never enough. This mission, this book. Is there a picture of a silk hat on the book cover? Yes or no? Thank you, JJ!
How did you know?
Let me make sure that I put that in my personal Discord server and it stays with me forever.
Night,
I'll reblog it later, but I can't get too distracted. I try to be attentive.
JJ. Sleep well.
Good night.
Rosie, no, you do not get Sour Patch Kids.
Oh,
Those aren't for kitties.
maybe.
I don't think she would like one either.
No, probably not.
I think she would lick it and immediately regret the decisions that led her to that moment. Is it out of line? I'm supposed to say because it's frozen on Apollo.
Oh, sorry. I was checking something. I got distracted.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure that's like.
No, that was me. That was me.
Prosecutor Gavin, the defendant is answering all of your questions. Stop badgering her.
He's told you nothing, has he? Your soiled, sullied mentor. Nothing?
Sullied? Who?
Yeah, great question. Which mentor? Which one? Hey!
Phoenix Wright, who else?
Daddy?
They never told you about the trial 7 years ago? About how he came to lose his attorney's badge? It was a certain piece of evidence that decided his fate, you know. A certain diary. On the back it bore the mark of a silk hat.
What? Phoenix Wright tossed out of the profession by false evidence, and the forger who made that evidence is this girl standing right in front of me, who was 12?
That's fine.
Vera, you must tell us. The evidence you made was used in a trial 7 years ago. Who asked Drew Misham, you, to forge that evidence? For all of our sakes, who was it?
We only met once.
You met the client? Well, who was it?
It was...
I'm sure she's fine.
What's going on with Vera? She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again.
Yes, what? Is there something about me?
Is there anything?
I remember clearly. I remember who gave me the book. The diary.
Who was it? Vera?
I think she's fine. I love how she, like, goes almost, like, full, like,
The devil.
like, she almost, like, she goes, like, straight up, like she's about to fall into a coffin like a vampire. Normal way to fall. Defendant Vera Misham, condition unconscious. Examiner's diagnosis, acute atroquinine poisoning.
Who sends the recording of the trial for the murder of Drew Misham? Vera Misham was, during the trial, poisoned by an unknown assailant. The dosage was just under the lethal amount, sparing the defendant's life. She is currently in intensive care and is not to be disturbed for any reason. A very simple case at first glance. Till it finally began to show its true colors. The long road to the truth takes us to the record of another trial.
Hey! Oh my god.
In some ways, that was the starting point of it all.
There he is.
And that is where we must go.
Ugh. She's so little.
To find the whole truth.
Baby. To be continued. Wow. Save your current progress? Yes.
Yippee!
Do you want to, I'm assuming you want to keep going?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't go super late because I actually have to get up at like 7:30, but I can go
Me
for a little
neither.
longer.
I'm also cool of like 11 cut off.
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
Or whenever we get
That's
to, like, a good
probably,
point.
yeah. Oh, showdown time. This again. They love those 3D cards. I lost. It's only a game of poker. I don't feel like doing a voice right now. A game I've played for a long time and only lost twice. You know how it is. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. Well, it seems I've found the partner I've been looking for all along. Over a game of cards. Why, yes.
I was like,
Over
yeah,
a game of cards.
I figured,
It's auto-playing, yeah, which is why I'm not even
I
trying to
figured
do voices.
It's easier.
Yeah, it's
I figured
easier.
it'd be easier because it's so fast.
That was how we first met, 7 years ago.
7 years earlier, Phoenix writes, final trial. Ugh, the bald picture of the judge is gone. April 19th, 9:27 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
Whew, okay, it's been a long time since I felt like such a rookie. Gotta try and relax.
Oh. Hi. Love a beard that's clearly scribbled on.
Good morning, Mr. Enigmar.
I can take him. What his voice is, we don't know. We're gonna find out.
I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly.
I don't know.
Received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared.
I understand I'm asking the impossible of you.
Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards.
And that was enough.
Actually, it wasn't. Trust me.
Baby! Which one of us is taking baby Tracy?
I don't know how high my voice
I
can
can
get.
do
I can
it.
try.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever we. Do you want to try? I don't care.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. Ooh, good morning, Daddy.
I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They picking on you?
I'm fine as always. This old boy is here to help me after all.
That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
Oh, I'm sure it is. What the heck is she talking about?
Oh boy.
Me? Look what he started.
Here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
What's this? The memo for you or some such?
Not from the looks of it. What's this? Looks like a page from someone's diary. I'll give it a read later.
Woohoo!
Well, how do you feel about the trial today?
We'll get through it, somehow.
Never something you want to hear your lawyer saying right before a trial. You don't want to hear this.
Incidentally, the prosecutor today is a new guy here.
Ah, an easy win then, yes?
They're calling him a true thoroughbred in the history of the prosecutor's office. Of course, there's one of those every year.
The switching of attorneys just before the trial. I know it is a difficult situation I put you in, but allow me to say one thing, Mr. Wright.
Yes.
They will not be able to pronounce me guilty today. So, do your best, but do not worry.
First time a defendant's ever given me a pep speech. I don't think that's true.
This is blatantly untrue.
Yeah. I'll do what I can.
I see you do not understand. You see, it will be impossible for them to declare a verdict.
Impossible?
Phoenix is like, that doesn't sound good.
Yes, isn't that right, Trucy?
Yep, you bet, Daddy.
My first look at the case was only yesterday. The information I was given was a tad bit lacking, to be honest. Still, I'll do what I can, for their sake.
I believe the curtains will be lifting any time now. I'm in your capable hands, Mr. Wright.
He's just gonna keep laughing.
My client is Shady Migmar, known to the world as Zach Gramery. Wildly popular magician, star of Troop Gramarye. His mentor, Magnifique Gramarye, was a rare breed of magician. He single-handedly ushered in a golden age of stage magic until he was shot dead. And Zach Gramarye is the suspect.
April 19th, 10 o'clock a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7. There they are.
Court is now in session for the trial of Shady Enigmar. I don't know if it's supposed to say shoddy or shady.
I've always said shady because isn't it shady?
Yeah, it's the pun, yeah.
Do you want me to take Phoenix in the courtroom? Or...
What if I want you to suffer and do the accent of Teen Clav?
I can do Teen Clav, I just won't do an accent. I just don't have to do one. I'm
I
fine.
can do Teen Clav.
You can... Okay, we don't have to have an accent. You just won't have one.
Funny to imply he just gets it later if he wants.
Yeah. I don't know how to do a German accent. I don't. It's kind of impressive.
If you don't mind being Teen Clav, as much as I love him,
Yeah.
Phoenix is like a really comfortable spot for my voice, and also,
Yeah.
Just mixing it up. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's
he's just not gonna have an accent. I would try one, but the weird thing is I know it's gonna turn Russian. I don't...
Mine feels like it always turns British, which I'm sure you're aware of, but I'm hoping you just are nice to me and don't care.
The only time I can kind of get into a German accent is if I am singing along to the House of Hallberg from 6. That's the best I can do. And it has to be that specific song. So, no one expect anything, because I just don't think I'm going to try it. Yeah, I had a narrator for a book once that was like, I was supposed to do the grandmother's Russian, so her accent should have been Russian. But every time I tried to do Russian, it turned into German, so I just didn't end up doing it. And I was like, that's fascinating, because every time I try to do German, it ends up Russian. So I don't know what that says about those accents. Maybe they're closer than I thought they were, but interesting. Anyway, go ahead. Unless you read this?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Look at this guy. Is the prosecution ready?
I don't even know what to do now. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know.
Whatever, you know. No, this is him.
Yeah, I know. I'm like sitting here like, voices? I was just thinking, what is all the fuss about? Bit of a buzzkill, really. I don't know. We're not going to do a voice tonight, I guess.
No,
I don't know.
Good. I liked it. It was like actually good.
Ugh. Oh boy, Judge.
Buzzkill? Is this a new kind of crime?
What would that mean? What do you think? If there's a crime called
Like
buzzkill,
buzzsaw?
maybe like you kill with a. That's kind of boring. I feel like there could be something.
Yeah, like
there could be something more fun. I don't know what though.
So many bees.
Yeah.
Lots of bees.
One of the worst. This is a trial, yeah? There are the sweaty palms, the pounding hearts, the...
Sure. I don't know. Maybe you just like calm down.
A Gaviner's concert got 10 times the thrill this gig's got.
Sorry, I got distracted by his glasses because there's something weird going. I think with his. I think they should be behind his hair. The front, the one closer to us. I don't know. Sorry, I got distracted. I was like, is that right? I don't know. I guess technically it could just be over the bridge, but I don't think it is. Anyway.
Who are you again?
Clavier Gavin. I came to get the party started. Legally, yeah?
Loser.
Gavin, defense attorney Christoph Gavins.
Ah, figures my bro's more famous in this part of town.
Clavier Gavin. Lead singer for the mega hit band, the Gaviners.
My favorite post is the one that's like, well, clearly Miles doesn't pay attention to defense attorneys, but he pays attention to the prosecutors. So it's really funny to imagine Miles meeting Kristoff and being like, Clavier Gavin's brother? I love that post. I love the idea that Miles has no fucking clue who Kristoff is, and Kristoff's really mad about it. Like, as he would be, really mad about it. Rock boy.
Still such a fucking funny...
Do better, Phoenix.
You're out of your league, rock boy.
Rock boy.
Yeah, it's lame.
I know what you're thinking. You're out of your league, rock boy. True, my debut single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love, went platinum overnight. But that's just a hobby to me compared to this, yeah?
Talkative, aren't you? I like your affected Euro rock accent, by the way.
Thank you, it's very inconsistent.
I'm just getting warmed up. Attorney, right?
Perhaps you would be so kind as to fill us in on the Kate. Wrong voice.
Don't worry about it.
Tom, baby. Time to call on the opening act. What was his name again? Ah, yes. Detective Gumshoe. Hit it. And you are?
Which one of us wants to be Gumshoe? I kind of forgot he was here.
Hey, you were the one who called me up here, sir. Name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a homicide detective down at the precinct. Detective Gumshoe, long time no see. Hey, you! Huh? Me? Today's the day, pal. Today, I win, you lose. Got confidence in my testimony today, see? What, you normally lack confidence in your testimony?
Detective, this is my stage. Can the antics.
Huh?
All this hey youing and such. And I could care less about your history together.
They're trying to banter? Don't be fucking rude. Don't be fucking rude. You come into this courtroom and you shut down their banter?
I know!
Clavier? The disrespect.
Truly, truly. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, if you could. Please tell us about the case at hand. Happened six days back in a room at the General Hospital. Facts are as simple as they come. Here's the crime scene. The victim was a patient, asleep in a hospital bed. Killer comes in, puts a pistol to his forehead, and bam, lights out. Them's the facts. Not so long ago, the victim, Magnifi Gramarye, was a famous man.
I think you could argue that he's still famous despite being dead. Still such a funny picture.
I know. The entire country under his magical spell, as it were. But I fuck with the turtle.
The turtle's really good.
It's just really funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's me. Haha. Ah, yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Say the name Magnifi to one of my generation, and you'd be lucky to get a blank stare.
Yes, though I'm sure the youngsters today know his disciples even better. I dare say Troop Gramarye has made quite a name for themselves. Anyhow, the retired Magnifi's been in the hospital for the last year. What was it?
Great.
Malignorant tutor or something.
Good, good, good.
Doing something to his liver, I think. Yeah. A malignant tumor, perhaps? I swear I know what the word means. I just apparently couldn't get it out.
You can't say it either. In other words, he had liver cancer. He had only 3 months left to live, in fact.
Facts do seem simple enough. But something's not right.
The victim was already climbing a 3-month stairway to heaven. Why not wait for him to knock, knock, knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him? My god, they were like, how many can we fit in 2 lines?
I wouldn't have put it quite so lyrically, but it's true. Why make the effort to commit murder when the victim was about to die? Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes. Diabetes?
In fact, he was about to shoot up with insulin.
All right,
I don't.
Don't
don't
make it sound like that.
Yeah, I don't.
He has
Come on,
to.
man.
Like, man, he has to.
Yeah, I don't know about this. Then he was shot with a pistol. The syringe was found at the crime scene. Chronic diabetes and cancer. As much as it pains me to say it, the victim was clearly at the end of his life. Diabetes doesn't necessarily mean you're at the end of your life. I understand, like, the cancer combination, but, like, okay. Like, obviously, this man with diabetes is dead. Like, no.
I believe the question before us is clear, then. Why did the killer have to shoot this dying man? What reason could he have had?
Very well, Detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us as to the circumstances of the shooting.
Yes, sir.
The circumstances.
I love circumstances.
Love them.
Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it is frozen.
Oh no!
There we go. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. Question, how does it, I'm assuming you still go to jail, but if, like, it's proven, if there's, like, undeniable evidence, like, that you, like, asked someone to kill you, like, assisted suicide?
I think that it depends on the country you're in, because some countries do have assisted suicide. Or there's a different name for it. I don't believe it's a thing in the United States.
I'm thinking, like, in a hypothetical case of, like, because I know in this case they could argue, like, that, like, a written note or like anything vague wouldn't count anyway. But I'm wondering if, like, there was, because I don't know if there's ever been a case where, like, the person, like, recorded themselves or, like, took notes or, like, made it clear.
I'm
like,
sure there are, but I think that in countries where this is, well, yeah, I think in countries where there is this, it has to be done through a medical facility.
Oh yeah,
in a certain way. So I don't think I imagine that even if it were, I imagine it would still be, yeah, I imagine it would still be tried as I don't want to say manslaughter. I feel like it would probably, you'd probably still be tried. I don't think that they would. You would still probably
go. A defense attorney's job at that point would probably be less of, like, proving innocence and more like getting a light sentence.
Yeah, I can't imagine that you would not
just convincing the jury how like, agreed upon it was. I'm not trying to be dark. I just like legit.
No, I understand where you're coming from. I think that they would still probably end up here. You know.
Yeah, I assume you'd just be considered guilty for murder, but I assume it's more that just depending on the judge or jury.
I wouldn't.
It would just be a sentence.
I'm sure it's probably happened, but I have no idea. I do not know. Ugh. Did we read this?
No.
Great.
Bullet fired from the pistol found at the scene. No doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir. What? You're saying the victim ordered his own shooting? Yeah, what's Japanifornia's stance on it?
Who fucking knows, man? What's up, Japanifornia?
Those are the facts. I have here the letter in question.
To my beloved student Zach, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's blah blah blah. Don't worry about it. Lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will ready a gun with which you will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Magnifique Grammary.
Very unusual indeed. Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder?
I believe the answer to that question can be found at the end of the letter.
You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Gumshoe, can you explain this to the court? Fortunately, even the defendant won't say a peep about that bit, sir. One thing bothers me about this. Why didn't he just say 11? Why have him come at 11:05 without some specific reason?
The devil is in the details, Herr Attorney.
Well, is there some reason?
Oh, the devil in the details. I get it. The devil. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Whoa!
Wow.
Writing. Am I right?
Writing.
As it turns out, there was every night for half an hour, starting at 11, the victim, Magnifique Grammary, was given an IV.
IV?
You do know what that is.
There it is in the picture off to the side of the bed. Oh, Rosie is screaming at me.
I was gonna say, what is that? It's Rosie.
That
Rosie's like, it's 11. Go to bed.
Yeah, I guess. Fuck, she knows
Let
I
it-
gotta get up for work.
Rosie, we gotta get through this little section first.
Rosie, don't you want to look at the old dead man? She does. She came on the beanbag chair.
This gunshot wound always gets me in his forehead. Like, what is that?
I know, and I know, like, they can't make it gore because this game is rated T, but it does specifically say, like...
It just does look like it's like he got like he's like a doll and they like
It
cut
looks
out
like
a chunk
he
of
did whatever the
plastic.
fuck that... It looks like he calmly did whatever the fuck that brain thing is that we were talking about.
Yeah. Trepanation. Whatever.
Yeah. It just looks like... Yeah, he looks like he was plastic and they just, like, took, like, a Dremel and we're, like, just gonna file that down. Like... It looks like does he have nothing in there?
I guess not. I guess not. It's just it's so funny.
I get why they couldn't show like blood or guts or brain matter. I'm just like,
It's so odd.
you got a void in there.
Mm-hmm.
Just nothing.
At 11, a doctor would come in to set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back for the empty bag. This happened every night, without fail.
That got French. It's late.
So that was the only time they could meet without the chance of an untimely interruption. During his IV. Very well, shall we begin?
No. No.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you would. What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder? Could have at least mentioned it to me.
Great. Perfect. The timing on that was beautiful. The save is up there. I missed it. Oh my god. Well, thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit while we played video game. Don't mind me saving twice. Okay, so Ronnie and I will talk about this more off camera. Probably not tonight because if I have to get up at 7:30, I have to go to bed. So Monday I'm streaming, Thursday I'm streaming, Friday I will not be streaming because I'm in Vermont. I can't. And then the week after that, Monday I'm streaming, Thursday I'm streaming, Friday I'm not streaming because Haley and Nella are here, and then Saturday and Sunday we are in New York City to see The Great Gatsby on Broadway because I need to see both of them because I'm a normal human being. I'm super normal. So that means the next time we will potentially do one of these is the 30th of August. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, we can talk more about that later. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I will get more VODs up. I am so sorry. I meant to get one up tonight, but Maya turned off my computer, so I have to restart that upload. But thank you all. I'm going to bed. Goodbye. Ronnie, do you want to say goodbye?
Bye!
Bye.